Alright, hey, Haze Mega here, and welcome to another Haze Mega anime figure desktop show and tell with Echidna here from ReZero Starting Life in Another World. Alright, so this is a figure that I got off of Mercari, okay? I think I have one more of these figures, the Aqua Float Girls, and that was the Albedo one, alright? And yeah, so this is the third season of ReZero is coming out. So Hazeme is doing all these ReZero figure show and tells. All right, guys, that's the scoop, guys. So I'll put some links at the end of this video if you want to see more of them. All right, particularly of Echidna. All right, my favorite witch of greed. Okay, so I got this for $18, with the shipping fee of $7.40, tax of $169. Oh man, I know they keep on adding all these fees and stuff, man. And it winds up being $27.09. All right, pretty much $27 from a seller on Mercari. I think it was Moto. I bought a couple things. Yeah, Moto is they're a seller that I bought quite a few figures from. Right, they're a figure seller on Mercari. I think this is the only swimsuit figure I have of Echidna. All right, yeah, you can tell Hazemeg is a big Echidna fan. All right, I love Amelia, but I love Echidna as well. Okay. All right, so that's where I got her, Mercari, about $27. All right, here's some information from my figure collection about this figure. It's a pre-painted figure. The classification is Aqua Float Girls as product line. All right, like I mentioned. Origin is ReZero Kara Hajimaru Isekai Seikatsu. Okay, or starting life in another world from zero. The character is Echidna. Taito is the manufacturer. It was released 1/21/2023, so this figure is about a year old now, okay, as of this video. Materials are ABS and PVC, like I mentioned, and dimensions, it says height is 100 millimeters, all right, it's kind of short figure. Okay, yeah, there's not even a price on it, guys. But I got it for $27. I think if you can get it, yeah, I think if you can get around $20 or $30, it's kind of a small figure, guys. Yeah, anywhere from like 20 to 40 bucks, I say it would be a decent price for this figure. Is what I'll say. All right, so let's do this figure show and tell. All right, there's the box. So the Aqua Float Girls, they're really small. They're like pretty much like a 1/10 scale figure, guys. There's swimsuit anime figures of ladies sitting on a floaty, okay, or a tube, okay. So here we go. All right, so here's the box. We've got a picture, a lovely picture of Echidna on the box. All right, that's the photography is what sells these figures, guys. And if what's in the box looks like what it does on the front, I'll be happy. Okay. So this says ReZero Starting Life in Another World, I believe. All right, and this says Aqua Float Girls. And then yeah, so that's the line of figures here. It's by Taito. Okay, so that's the line of figures for the swimsuit figures sitting on a tube, okay? And then, yeah, there's like a little beach background and everything. Very nice. Okay, here you've got, it says Aqua Float Girls in the background, and it shows an actual picture of the figure. All right, it looks like there's a kind of base for it. All right, here you've got a close-up of the figure. Very nice. It's that signature smug Echidna look on her face. Okay? And then it says Aqua Float Girls here. Okay, and then here you've got a full-size shot of the figure and of her sitting on a book. So you don't have to put her on the whatchamacallit. You don't have to put her on the tube, okay, guys? You can just, it's kind of like a noodle stopper figure. You can sit her down on something, okay? There you go. That's all the instructions right on the box with pictures. Excellent. Okay. There's the top of the box. It says Aqua Flow Girls by Taito and Jaya. All right, we've got a Kadokawa sticker right here. And then there's some information on the bottom. It says ReZero Aqua Float Girls, ages 15 and up here. ATBC, PVC, and ABS construction. Prize only. So this is a prize figure, guys. Made in China. And copyright Kadokawa ReZero, and I believe this is from the second season of ReZero, okay, because Echidna hasn't really made a appearance in the third season, all right. Okay, so let's start the unboxing. All right, there she is. So there's Echidna on a floaty. All right, so I kind of not happy with the way this figure comes together. It just kind of, it seems like she's sitting in an awkward position type of thing. Okay, she looks very beautiful though. I have to say the figure itself looks pretty good. All right, that's to be expected from Taito quality. Okay, so the figure comes out in 1, 2, 3 pieces. Okay, guys, and believe it or not, it comes with a plastic. They have a molded plastic holder for it for a prize figure. That's interesting. They usually do that for the scale figures, you know, when they're in the nice boxes. But I was surprised, like the box inside the box is this plastic thingy. Okay, I'm surprised they went through the trouble for a prize figure for that. Usually, yeah, usually what you'll see is like a cardboard thing in there, and then they bag the figure and then just to throw it in there, right? But you can see Taito put a little more care into these figures, right? So that's good. That's good to see, all right? They treating your waifus right, type of thing. Okay, so yeah, so there is 3 pieces to this figure. There's this water base here, all right, and then there's the floaty, all right, the tube, and then the figure itself, all right. I had to kind of look at the box to see what position it goes in. I feel like this, I guess you can put it whatever position you want. Like the box shows, you can put her on like a book or something, or you know, like a kind of those noodle stopper figures. You can do that with it as well. Okay, but yeah, so you've got the water base. I'm not really sure how it goes on there, but I think the big part goes on the back. Then you put the tube on there, right? And then you put her inside the tube, and then I guess according to the box, you gotta position her where you can see the echidna here, all right? The lettering, and then yeah, I think her hand is supposed to be touching the tube. It could be, but then she's like leaning too much. All right, yes. See, she like leans too much. She's really sideways, and I kind of don't like that. All right, I would rather have her more upright. All right, so so it does look kind of funny. All right, I feel like it looks better that way. Like, oh, she's so sexy. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I like that. Oh, those just beautiful gams. All right, and anyway, so let's do a quick 360, and then Hades Mega is gonna look her over. All right, like I said, I'm not really happy with the assembly. I feel like this position is like the position, you know, she looks best in this position, right, with her body more straight up and down. All right, but yeah, I guess you can have her leaning back a little more, but it just looks kind of funky. She's really lying down a whole lot. All right, she's really taking a nap on that thing. Okay, all right. Okay, see you guys in a minute. Okay, so the reason I chose the white background is because she wears a lot of black, all right? But she's not wearing. This is probably the echidna figure that has the least amount of clothing. Obviously, because she's at the swimming pool or wherever. Okay, at the beach, wearing this. She's kind of wearing a swimsuit dress type of thing. All right, she has to look, that's her character. All right, she likes to wear these long dresses. All right, she doesn't show like a whole lot of skin, but at least this figure she shows a lot of her legs. Okay, and I think that's the thing that stands out the most on this dress is her legs. Okay. But yeah. For the most part, I like what I see. I was pretty impressed with the quality when I pulled her out. It's really, really small, guys. The figure is like a 1/10 scale. All right. If you had to compare it with another one, All right, because I just did a Echidna figure show and tell, and it was a very big figure. All right, this one is very small. When I did the albedo Aqua Float Girls figure show and tell, I noted, yeah, man, this figure is tiny. Okay, so if you're looking for a tiny, inexpensive, swimsuit figure on a like where they're sitting on a floaty, then this is the one. All right. If you're looking for something bigger, then probably you should look elsewhere. Okay, but it's very good quality. And like I said, that's to be expected from Taito. So let's start at the base and we'll work our way up. So there is this optional base. All right, you don't have to use it, but if you don't use it, her feet will touch something. Okay, because her feet like reach below the where the floaty is. Okay, so if like if I was to put this on the edge of my stand here, then yeah, it would be okay. You could do that. All right. So it is optional, but all right, so I can already tell you there's a nub mark right there. It's just glaring at me, okay? It's this kind of clear blue color to make it look like water. Very cool. It's like in three, the water kind of swooshes up in three ways, like she's using like some kind of water magic to hold herself up. Okay, is what it is. It's kind of cool. All right, and then so there's the tube. All right. Yeah, is it flat? Yeah, it is flat. Surprisingly, some of these prize figures, they don't have flat bases, man. All right, so she's got this purple tube. All right, so she's rocking the purple tube. It says Echidna on it. Let's move the. Yeah, let me go move the camera. Okay, since we're taking a look at the tube, we'll look at this from this elevated angle. It says Echidna here. All right. And then there's some butterflies, all right, because that's her thing. All right. That's a nice tube. You can tell it kind of comes together in two pieces like a clamshell, and then you've got these moldings of like the the folds and stuff in the inner tube. All right. Do they call it an inner tube? It's not really. It doesn't really go inside anywhere. Okay, it just looks like a purple donut is what it does, and it's very shiny. Kind of, they're trying to give it that kind of vinyl effect. So looks pretty good. All right. Okay, and then there's the figure sitting on there. All right, let's take a look at her legs. All right, I think that's the most sexiest thing about this figure. It's her legs. All right, she's got these slender, kind of pale looking skin. Actually, she's got a little more skin tone. Okay, the other's ReZero. Echidna's supposed to have pale white skin. Okay, guys, like she doesn't get out and like she's real pasty, and she definitely has been spending time at the beach, guys, or at the pool, because she's got some skin tone. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell. It's hard to tell with the camera, but yeah, she's a little she's a little pinker than most of her figures. All right, that's what I want to say. All right, she's getting a little bit of her tan going on. All right, so there's her legs. They're very white still. Okay, no kind of nail polish or anything. The feet molding look pretty good. All right, the legs look pretty good. All right, this might be a little sharp here, the shin bone here. All right, it's sharp all the way down to the toe here, the big toe, but it looks okay. Okay, I had to lower the brightness down to a lot because her legs are so bright, man. They're so bright with all this light. But yeah, the molding for the legs look really good. They look really smooth. All right, you don't see any mold lines or jaggy stuff. It looks really, for a prize figure, they look really good. That's why I was impressed. My eyes are like glued to her legs. Okay, they're very beautiful. All right. Okay, and then she's let's go take a look at her swimsuit. Next part. All right, yeah, the legs look very good. So a note on the finish for the legs, they're a little shiny. All right, I don't like it when the skin is too shiny, and I don't like it when the skin is too dull looking. Okay, too flat looking. This is kind of. It's in between. It looks nice, but there's just some shiny spots. The lights shine really, like you can see here. You can see that it's shiny right here, okay? Other than that, it looks pretty good, all right? It's not super smooth, but it's still smooth looking, okay? All right, and then let's go take a look at her swimsuit. All right, she likes to cover up. All right, is what I'm gonna say. She's wearing the top is a full swimsuit. All right, it's kind of like a dress. Yeah, it's almost like a one-piece dress is what it is. All right, and then like yeah, she's got a part wrapping around the boobs. All right, let me zoom in. Okay, I zoomed in a little bit more. Okay, guys. So yeah, there's this. The most part of the dress is like the part that goes around her boobs. All right, she don't like to show her boobs off. All right, but I'm sure she has a fantastic pair of old lady boobies. Okay, yeah, and then so the part down here is like a gray color, and then yeah, it's like a gradient. It's like really solid here, and then you can kind of see through this here, and then when you get to the skirt, you can see all the way. Okay, pretty much, and then yeah, and then you can see in it a bit, quite a bit too. All right. Yeah, it's kind of nice. All right, it's more like she's just wearing a dress at the beach or type of thing. Okay, I'd imagine it would be getting kind of hot wearing that too. It's black, so. All right, and then there's this part. There's kind of like a window, kinda. I guess it's supposed to be a window where you can see through it, but you can't see through it. That's what I'm gonna say. It's black and then gray, and it goes up around her neck. All right, that's what holds the front part up. Let's take a look at the back. All right, the back. So the back is open. All right, so you can see her beautiful back here. All right, and her she's got a really slender, skinny figure. All right, like I said, she's got that supermodel look to her. All right, you get the shoulders, exposed shoulders. You get no armpit. All right, yeah, she's hiding the armpits, guys. All right, but you can kind of see into the legs a little bit, type of thing. All right, there's a kind of silver. I guess it looks kind of like a flower, sort of. It's like a silver flower or like a gem, some kind of ornament. All right, that's in the center between her, right in the valley. Okay, guys. And yeah, so I guess the front part wraps around her boobs and then it ties up back here. That's an interesting swimsuit, I was going to say. Okay, now the camera is like, it's too dark, so. Her skin is so bright, and the swimsuit is so dark. Let's see if I fix it. Okay, I tried to brighten it up a little bit more. Yeah, it's just in there in the shade, but yeah, it's tied in the bow in the back here. All right, and then yeah, you can kind of the paint here. It kind of gives it the illusion that you can see through the swimsuit. All right, so it's in a sense it's kind of like a bikini, but it's like sheer. Okay, so I'm gonna say. All right, I think you're supposed to be able to see through it, but I think it's just painted to make it look like it kind of gives you the illusion that it's see-through. Okay, type of guys, but I think it's just painted gray. All right, but I think that's in real life. I think that's what they're going for, like the skirt. Okay, the skirt is see-through. You can see through it. All right, it's kind of sexy. Not gonna lie. All right. Okay, and there her arms. She's got our fingers. They look like fingers. All right. The skin looks pretty good. Yeah, the skin looks really good on the arms. All right. I don't see too much shininess. All right. It doesn't look very plasticky type of thing. Same with the other one. All right. She's holding the other one hand up. Okay. And then let's take a look at her face. Yeah, there's not too much to this figure. All right. So yeah, let's take a look at her face. Yeah, this is as much as it'll zoom in, guys, because this figure is so small. She's supposedly supposed to have like kind of black purplish eyes. All right, it's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, they're kind of black and purplish. I would expect them to be a little darker. She's got the bushy eyelashes, the white bushy signature Echidna bushy eyelashes. Okay, and then yeah, so on her hair she has a hair ornament. Okay. It's a black. And then it's got the green, for detail for the butterfly wings. Very nice. That's the signature Echidna hair ornament. Okay. Very nice. It's kind of thicker looking than most of them, I see. All right, but it looks good. The paint looks good. It's all within the lines. Good attention to detail type of thing. Okay. Impressive for a prize figure. Yeah, I'm really happy with this figure. She looks sexy. She looks sexy, but not. It's like she's not trying to be. I don't know. It's just something about Echidna that is very sexy about her. Okay, she's like a cougar, right?